Oh, it's about to hatch. Hello and welcome, my demon-inhabited leaves. Okay, first off, some bad news. From this review on, all my superhero reviews will only have pictures of the scenes I'm showing instead of the whole scene or parts of that scene. The reason being, I received a copyright strike from Toei because they don't care about what we do. If you want the full grasp on the situation at what Toei is doing right now, I'll link a video to Totally Not Mark down in the description that basically explains the problem here, and well, he got hit way harder than me with 150 videos being claimed, so yeah, he says it better than me. Check his video out, and then you know why. Well, with that out of the way, let's get just into the episode. Episode 13, Phoenix escaping crisis by a hair's breadth. So, Ikki cannot transform right now because Karizaki took his belt, since we got the 10 stamps he was looking for now and wants to do some kind of improvement there. Vice offered to help Sakura and Daiji by their mission, but Ikki declines because he still does not trust Vice. Which he really should. I mean, Vice obviously has changed and he doesn't want to eat his family anymore. Hopefully. Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that. So, I guess this episode will make their bond grow. Well, they fell for a diversion, and now that the skybase has to land to refuel, the Deadmans just entered. Casually, kind of. And so, you can actually refuel airplanes in flight, did you know that? So, I don't know, would it really have to land for that? Guess there has to be some reason for it. Their plan is to get that corrupt lawyer out of, well, his cell basically. He doesn't really want to do a rehab. I guess some people are just evil, and well, that does make him a good sacrifice in the end, right? Karizaki is building something that includes all 10 stamps. I think this will become something really awesome. Hiromi, protector of cobras. At least if they are cute. Well, Karizaki's plan doesn't go too well. All the 10 stamps reach 100%, except the Rex stamp. But I guess this has something to do with the bond between Ikki and Vice, so I have to see. Kagero is back already? I mean, I expected him to come back sometime later in the show, not this soon though. And now, after thinking of everything these two went through, Ikki finally takes the stamp, stamps himself, and frees Vice so that Vice can help. This has their bond really, really growing. I like that. It's about time. And so probably now that thing Karizaki builds works. The egg is about to hatch. And thus, Kamen Rider Revice Barrett Rex is born. I really, really like that form. The color scheme looks awesome, and the armor-like design fits him as well. That's a really good design. Still, I like Life a bit more, but this is cool. And so, Vice doesn't get anything, because he said that that one design Karizaki made was lame. Yeah, he turned him into a skateboard for that, and he doesn't get the power up here, so watch out what you say, Vice. Oh, Jan gets a little upgrade herself. I like that. She turned Love Cuff into a pair of bladed fans. These fans really look good and incorporate the design of Love Cuff very well. I hope she gets more weapons like this. And with a little bit of glue and the rest of the eggshells left over from Revice transformation, Vice himself builds a little shield. that he can use instead of a real power-up. Well, better than nothing, I guess. Maybe later on he gets a power-up form as well. John's new rider kick with the fans looks totally awesome. And also, apparently she can turn Kagero back into Daiji with it. So, attacks from bad guys turn him into Kagero, and attacks from good guys turn him into Daiji? He doesn't even have a say in it, just like with an old TV, hit him and it works? Poor Daiji. They did win the battle, but ultimately lost the war, as the Deadmans got the lawyer out. Well, this sucks for them, but at least it keeps the story going, right? So, we have a traitor on the inside, but who could that be? Well, this episode was great. And it set up a new mystery as well. So, why wait any longer? Right into the next episode. Episode 14. The commander is a dead man? So, Sakura's classmates don't know that she is Jun. And they think Jun is awesome and cool because, well, Jun is awesome and cool. But with how this is going, I bet she can't keep that secret for a long time. So, the lawyer approaches Ikki because he wants payback. But how can he have the sheer audacity to keep his shoes on in the bar? Disgusting! Apparently, the commander is the traitor here. But we do know that there's a chameleon deadman that can take on the forms of every human he sees. So, he might just be an imposter. Maybe the real commander is still among us. Well, here comes the bride, I guess? But if Julio and Olteca are sacrifices as well as the chameleon and the lawyer and that other Planaria guy, then we are only at 5 of 6. I think she walks towards an end she does not like. And she transforms in the front of her friends. Because she'd rather give up that secret than endanger them unnecessarily. I can really stand behind that. I do prefer heroes that don't have a secret identity, that are open. And well, she's not open to the whole school, but at least her friends. I like that. Also, the Deadmen know her real identity, so keeping it secret doesn't really keep them safe. They do know they are close to her. They finally are more like friends with each other. I love this duo. They are so funny and they have such a good chemistry as well. Only one thing to say about that. Nicevice. The element in is used on something else than rocks. I do like that, and it tells us that Barret Rex is ice-based, as, well, he hammers onto the shield and gets ice powers from it. So, yeah, if he uses the element he hits, that means this is ice. He can actually combine multiple stamps into one being? That's awesome! Okay, so in the beginning, the commander was the real guy. But then got exchanged by the chameleon. So we had more time with the chameleon than with the commander. At least we watchers did. But is he really dead? I mean, sure, he dissolved into thin air, but maybe he just got teleported? I wouldn't keep my hopes up, though. So, the Deadmans have the Gifu stamp now. Huh. That's not good. But I don't think this is already over. I mean, Karizaki probably has some plan for this. He is Karizaki after all. Who is Chameleon? They make such a mystery out of his face, so is it someone we know? I can't wait to find that out. And there we go, she is the last sacrifice. not the bride. They betrayed her, and Julio as well, who didn't know that either. And Julio really likes Aguilera, so he's not really going along with it, but, well, Aguilera tells him to do so he does, but he doesn't like it. Guess that happens when you join a cult, right? This episode again was pretty great. This whole arc is just exciting, and I can't wait for the next episode. Well, I also don't have to, so let's go! Episode 15. Extermination. Showdown. Deadmans. Okay, attacks from good guys can get Kagero out as well. He really is like an old TV. Give him a good smack, and everything works again. They want him to tell them where the Deadman's base is, because, well, Kagero was there once. He does know where it is. This is actually a pretty good plan, I think. So, yeah, cool. And here goes her mother not liking that Sakura fights. You know, the one of the three that actually learned how to fight, and that from an early age. She doesn't care about her sons, though. They can be harmed, that doesn't matter, but Sakura is a girl, so she cannot be harmed. I think there's a word for that. Wait, what was that? Oh yeah, sexism! He put Vice into the Manekineko. He can do that? And so, the sacrificial ceremony begins. Will the siblings arrive on time? Or will Gifu be revived? They did arrive on time! So, final battle time? Probably not. This is only episode 15 after all. And we have a whole year to fill here. But for now, it will be the highlight. Double the Vice, double the fun. But which one is the real one? Of course the one that thinks Ikki's family looks tasty. Jang got another stamp. This time, Turtle, which turns into a turtle bazooka. The design, again, is pretty cool. I really want to see more of those. Come to think of it, Jan would really work as a protagonist of her own series. With the whole weapon thing, that could be a thing. Maybe they're testing the waters here. This image looks awesome. That's why I turned it into the thumbnail, obviously. But I definitely will use this as a wallpaper as well. And so, with that, 2 of the 6 sacrifices are gone already, so yeah, Gifu's resurrection is halted for now. I will call that a win. Or not? Something went into Gifu. Does that mean the sacrifice of those 2 still worked? Maybe it was triggered, but not completely fulfilled, but now if you kill the sacrifices, they go towards the resurrection still, even though the ceremony wasn't completed. It might be the case, and that would be bad. That's a hero for you. Not letting a human just die because it's the enemy. Even if they are bad guys, you still have to save them. A life is a life, and it's worth it. He summoned an egg carton. Collab between Kamen Rider and Tenga coming up? And with the power of all 10 stamps, he destroys the Deadman's base. So now they're homeless, huh? Well, this again was a pretty great episode, so yeah, let's just move on, we're not done here. Episode 16, Feelings to Protect. The era of the Igarashi siblings. So, Gifu is now in Phoenix's hands. I just hope there isn't another traitor here. Her mother hit her driver, so she cannot fight anymore. I liked her so far, but now she turns out to be a total sexist. And that makes me hate her. Her brothers can die because they are boys. But a girl? No, she has to be weak, or what? That's really disgusting. Well, her father found it and just gave it back to her because he wasn't in on the whole thing. At least you can count on him, kinda. I guess. Aguilera's stamp is the queen bee, which looks a lot like Lakuro, but with honey on her head. Well, I like the design. It does fit her. It looks a bit goofy, but, well, I guess she is kind of childish. So it works. Okay, so Gifu's makeup is that of a normal stone, but it doesn't vibrate for some reason. And that vibration is very similar to a beating heart. Intriguing. Well, Chameleon kidnaps her mother. I don't like her with her behavior against Sakura, but I still hope she'll be fine. But it was actually a trap set up by Phoenix. I like that little twist. After all, they do know that the Deadmans are still out there and after them, so yeah, this totally makes sense, doing all these precautions, so yeah, that's nice. This form is based on Kamen Rider Double, by the way. And the count up your feathers is based on his catchphrase, count up your sins. I didn't mention those forms and catchphrases before because I didn't know in the beginning that that was the case, so from now on, whenever a form comes out, I will point that out. The gauntlets of his Kong stamp are based off of Force's magnet modules. And the catchphrase is, here comes the drumming, which alludes to, well, Force's catchphrase, here comes space. Now her mother is hitting Love Cough, because it is a demon as the other ones. But it's not attacking anyone. You see that it is peacefully there. Also, Vice is a demon as well, and you know that, so why are you hitting Love Cough? That doesn't make any sense. That's just mean. And right before he dies, we see Chameleon's face. And it is revealed to be just some ordinary guy that didn't like his looks. Now that was anticlimactic. Hiromi is the new commander now, but, well, it kind of seems like he is dying soon. He doesn't look so well. Maybe the spider powers that turn him into demons is not really a thing you should do anymore. Genta, the father, apparently has no heart. They found that out because they wanted to look after his back pain at the Phoenix Hospital, and while doing an X-ray scan of him, yeah, no heart, just missing. Whoa, wait a minute. He has no heart? And Gifu has a heartbeat? Oh, that's a bad omen. Sakura is back at Hikaru's, where she finds a mysterious staircase that leads to a cliffhanger. Well, this episode ends here, but I'm eager to see what she will find there. The excitement just does not end here. I love that. This series gets better with every episode, even though I don't like the mother anymore. But that's okay, she's not that important. Tell me in the comments below what you thought about these episodes. I'm eager to see what you have in mind. If you like this video, then do a finisher on the like button and Kujaku stamping smash on subscribe and the little bell. Also, check out my description below where I have links to my Twitter, Instagram and Twitch, where I live stream every Friday, Saturday and Sunday on 6 PM European time. I hope to see you there as well. Until next time, bye!